going to hand the mic over to his oldest daughter. She will always be Hembrough.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a day. I'm going to try and get through this without crying, but I'm already starting to, so there goes that. I don't know. Thank you everyone for coming today. It is so cold outside. The weather just stinks, and we appreciate it so much. My dad had a dream when he started coaching basketball. His dream was to coach on the Assembly Hall floor, which is now the State Farm Center in Champaign, Illinois. He knew that it would take a lot of hard work, dedication, and a lot of talented players. The talented players were there. They came through VHS, and they worked hard for him, and they were dedicated. They spent, they would call Dad on Sundays and want to come down to this gym and shoot, and they would be down here for hours. And he was happy to do it. He was happy to come down here with them, unlock the gym. They stayed after practice, worked on things. It was just a lot of dedication and a lot of hard work. My dad was one of the hardest working people I ever knew. He would spend countless hours driving to different towns to watch different teams, and Mom would go with him, and he'd tell her she had to watch a certain player, and that was their time together, because during basketball season from November to March, that was our life. This place right here was my second home. I spent many hours here, and so did our whole family. I didn't realize the impact my dad had on any of us, on any of you, until I was an adult and had my own kids. I really, as a child, you just don't realize that. When he was ending his journey on earth, he went into hospice. The calls, the text messages, the messages on Facebook, the visits, it was such an outpouring of love to him and to our family, and we thank all of you for that. One of his former players came by the house one day because Dad was asking Mom, he wanted to eat some mushrooms. He was a mushroom hunter, not just your typical one, because if you ever went mushroom hunting with him, you walked about 5 miles and in the woods, so I went with him twice, I think. And so there was one of his former players, brought him some mushrooms. He didn't go in the house. Dad wasn't having a good day that day, so he just talked to Mom outside. A few days, the next day, he sent Mom an email, and it was basically a letter to my dad. I'm going to read you that letter, and believe me, I'm going to try and do this without crying. It says, Coach, I would have liked to have visited a little like we've done over the past 25 years, reliving stories and games, etc., but you were not up for it yesterday afternoon. That being said, I think you should know a little of what you accomplished in your 80-plus years. You were not just a coach with a whiteboard. You were more of a teacher of life. You taught us to work hard, practice hard, play tough, never give up, never let up, to fight through challenges and leave it all on the floor. That has since translated into our life successes. This is what you don't get to see when you pass this along for the next group. You see what you, Mike Lewis, and Skip Dillon instilled in a 4'11", 95-pound freshman was that even though I wasn't the tallest, biggest, fastest, or most talented, I could do almost anything I set my heart to. Maybe could never done. That transferred to life, and I've really never lost it again if I truly wanted it. Not only did it help me, but it helped my family. You see, my wife and kids are better off because of you. My employees are better off because of you. My parents were better off because of you. The town of Youngstown was better off because of you. What happened in 87 to 89 was magical. The parents were proud, the town was nuts. The gym was always packed, and all the bars were full after the game, with locals bragging to their friends and family and co-workers about how good this basketball team was. No one ever forgot that team. When I walk into the Elks, someone will still yell, "Hey, Glory Days." So I just want you to know, as you fight this last fight, that you will never be forgotten. Your lessons have and will be passed on, and you made one hell of a difference in a small amount of time. I am proud to have been coached by you, and I consider it one of my greatest honors. Thank you for everything, and please save me a spot on your next team. Pat Bulldog Patterson. That letter pretty much sums up my dad, about his coaching and about his life. He was a hard worker. He never gave up. He went through a lot of adversity, and he persevered through it. I was going to have all of you that played for him stand, but Wendy already did that. I just want you to know, if you played for him, if you were a cheerleader, if you were a team manager, if you drove the bus, you were part of our family, and you still are. We consider you all family. In his 21 total years of coaching, his record was 377 and 191. His team won 10 regional championships, 1 sectional, 1 super sectional, 2 state tournament appearances with 1 fourth-place finish. He also won 6 Winchester tourney titles. He tied with coaching the most championship games with 11. He is tied for second with the most tourney wins at 43. We also won the Mason City tournament one time, and after we won that tournament, my dad told the principal he was taking his TV ornament and we were never coming back. He was inducted into the Illinois High School Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 1995, and the Illinois Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame in 2006. He was also an athlete when he was younger. He is now in the Illinois College Hall of Fame for his athletics in college. That is not bad for a little kid from Franklin, Illinois. The last thing I want to say is, my dad loved a lot of things, but I know the 5 most important things to him were: he loved my mom fiercely, he loved our family, he loved coaching, he loved the Baltimore Orioles, and he loved the Beardstown Tigers. Thank you.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the dedication of Coach Bob Hembrough's Tiger Band. Hello, I'm Winnie McClinney. For someone that don't know me, I'm the technology director here at Gearstown High School, and I was one of Coach Hembrough's favorite softball players he ever coached. First, I want to thank the Hembrough family for asking me to speak today. He was very special to me, as he was my coach that was hard on you, and he wasn't your friend, but you knew he loved you. And later in life, in my adult life, he did become my friend. We gather here today to celebrate not just this amazing gymnasium and the memories it holds, but the spirit and legacy of a coach whose impact has left a mark on our lives and our community. As we gather here today, we are reminded of the countless hours Coach Hembrough dedicated to shaping not only athletes, but also the character and the will to win for those who pass through his life. His commitment to teaching us dedication, desire, perseverance, and the mentality Winning isn't everything, but wanting to is. Has set the path for success for many of us he coached, both on and off the court and field. Today we honor Coach Hembrough not only by naming this gym into his memory, but by celebrating the values he installed in each player, creating lasting tribute to his legacy. This Tiger Den stands as a testament to the dedication, hard work, and passion that Coach Hembrough brought to Beerstown Athletics. I want to thank you for joining us on this special occasion as we dedicate the Coach Hembrough Tiger Den, a place that will inspire and shape the future of generations to come. Let the legacy of Coach Hembrough continue to roar through these halls, the walls, motivating and guiding students to always have that will to win. It is my honor and privilege to officially welcome you to Coach Hembrough's Tiger Den. At this time, will everyone please rise for a moment of silence so we can remember one of the best, Coach Bob Hembrough. Thank you. Now, let's play some basketball.